Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your March 2019 horoscope. I'm your host, Moon Mistress. I was about to say I'm your Moon Mistress, but whatever. Okay, anyway, so this is your guys' general reading for March 2019. So, let's see what we got going on here. I pulled the cards already for you guys, but of course, I have another deck to clarify. So your guys' reading does look pretty good. There is some challenging energy here, but for the most part, it looks like things are going to go well for you this March, okay? So when I was shuffling the cards for you, Cancer, even though this is a general reading, sorry, my hair is all wonky. So even though this is a general reading, when I was shuffling, the Two of Cups did come out. So for some of you, you are dealing with some energy involving a partnership, okay? So your partnership could be significant this month. Now, if you are a single Cancer, there is a potential for a new partner to come in, okay? And if you're coupled, then of course, a lot of this energy has to do with you and your relationship. But I'm not going to get too much into that card because, of course, you have your love readings coming up as well. Okay, so Cancer. Let's start off with the good news here. Not that there's bad news, okay? It's just neutral. But let's start off with the Empress card here, okay? So it looks like a lot of you Cancers are birthing something new, okay? Whether this is something creative, something in business, or potentially an actual pregnancy, okay? It does look like there is this new energy for you guys. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, okay? But for those of you where this is new projects and new ideas coming in for you, you get the Wheel of Fortune paired up with that, okay? So whatever this Empress energy is for you guys, it does look like it is something to celebrate, okay? It looks like things are going to go forward with whatever this new idea is, and it's going to be very successful. It looks like even something very long-term for you guys, okay? Now, we do have the Three of Cups as well, paired with the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. So again, this indicates some kind of celebratory energy. You could be feeling a lot better this month, Cancer, coming up. You could be setting your goals and really following through with them, okay? For others of you, this is indicating that there could be some kind of reuniting in terms of a partner, potentially a Taurus, okay? And for others of you, this is reuniting with some friends, okay? So moving on. We have the Five of Wands here. So you guys definitely have had some challenges. I do think that most of this was going on in February, okay? Because I'm reading this at the end of February. This is why I don't like reading the cards too early on in the month prior because, you know, the energy can shift so quickly, although I'm usually late with my videos. Hopefully not this time. But, yeah, so that's why I kind of like doing the cards, you know, at the very, very end of the month for the next month, okay? Anyway, I do feel like a lot of this challenging energy has been going on in the month of February, okay? This is having some kind of internal conflicts with yourself. I feel that for most of you, here, I'm just going to show you the cards, actually. So what fell out with the Five of Wands here, okay, this challenge energy. On one side, we get the Ace of Wands, and the other side, we get the Star, the Aquarius card, okay? So what this looks like to me is during the month of February, or maybe prior, you guys have had some challenging energy getting something new off the ground, okay? Now, we already know that in the month of March, you guys are going to surpass this energy and get your creative ideas off the ground, okay? So that's the good news. But it does look like you guys have had some challenges previously in starting this new beginning. For some of you, this was definitely business, okay? For some of you, you're trying to self-start your own business, working from home. For others of you, this could have been a challenge, getting a relationship to move forward the way you want it to, okay? Now, there is the potential that some of you were having some challenging energy with an Aquarius person specifically, okay? It looks like if you were dealing with that challenging energy with an Aquarius specifically, that again, things are going to move forward, okay? And you're not going to be facing this challenge any longer. All right. I think for a lot of you, this new beginning that you wanted to start has something you've been wishing for quite some time, okay? You've been waiting for a while for this opportunity to start, and now it's finally going to come to fruition. We have you showing up here, Cancer, as the Magician, okay? This has great manifesting... Sorry, somebody just texted me. I shouldn't even read it. This has great manifesting potential for you, Cancers, this month, okay? This means that you guys can have the law of attraction work in your favor, okay? So this month, in the month of March, I think it would be wise to tell you guys to let go of things that no longer serve you, okay? Do your spring cleaning spiritually, emotionally, even in your home, okay? And really work with the law of manifestation. So this is, of course, reading your positive affirmations on the daily, okay? I feel like there is a huge spiritual shift going on right now. I definitely notice it with females, but I'm sure men are going through this as well, but I can't relate, right? But I know that a lot of females, specifically at this time of all zodiac signs, are becoming more empowered, okay? To basically let go of things that no longer serve them. Here's the thing with the Magician card, Cancer, and it's nothing bad, alright, because it looks like everything's going to go good for you. But the thing with the Magician card is you have to be careful of the things that you're manifesting. When you get something coming in that you've wanted, you have to keep going with the momentum, okay? Because it's very easy to have that thing get lost by the wayside, okay? So whether your goal comes in or not, you have to be determined and you have to be, focused enough to keep going with this, okay? Now, I don't think that's going to be a problem because we do have the Knight of Wands here coming up with the Magician, Cancer. I think people are seeing you as taking a lot of action at this time, reaching your goals, reaching your potential, and going forward, okay? Now, Cancer, whether you guys are trying to manifest a relationship, a business, some kind of creative pursuit, okay? Even a pregnancy, it looks like you guys are going to be jumping in head first, and you are going to be determined at getting your goal and reaching your goal at this time, okay? I wonder if there's an energy for some of you that you're planning on traveling or moving. That could be for some of you as well, okay? Now, I didn't really have a spread pulled, okay? But usually when I pull the cards, I do pull 10, and in my head, I go, okay, well, this is kind of a rough Celtic cross spread, so that it kind of gives me an idea of what the cards are for, okay? And even though I don't have it laid out as a Celtic cross spread, this card right here, the Six of Cups, would fall in your hopes and fears if it had been a Celtic cross spread actually laid out correctly, okay? So I feel like some of you Cancers could be reminiscing on the past, okay? You could be romanticizing a relationship. You could be hoping for a soulmate to come in, okay? I feel like others of you are wanting some kind of support in your relationships at this time. Now, whether this is with friends or family or, your love relationships, I think you guys are hoping for some kind of support, okay? I'm not going to dwell too long on that card because you guys have a lot more here. Okay, so your final card for this, specific first set of cards that I pulled here is you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this is great news, okay? Because I felt like there was some really challenging energy going on for Cancers in the month of February and before that, because I find Cancers are constantly always going through some kind of financial distress or emotional distress, okay? So we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this would clearly indicate, okay, that you are going to be coming out of a time of financial constraint, okay? If you were dealing with a situation where you were continuously losing money, okay, or your bills were getting too much, it does look like this month has the potential, okay, to help bring those debts down and get you guys out of this poverty-conscious situation, all right? Now, if you guys are waiting for any kind of money in court, it does look like that is going to go well for you, okay? It does look like you will be getting some money for those of you that are waiting for money from a court situation. For others of you, okay, we get the Justice and the Emperor card here. So this could play out for a lot of you. Some of you could be dealing with Libra. Some of you could be dealing with Aries, Scorpio, okay, maybe Taurus. Regardless of what the zodiac sign is, if you guys are dealing with the justice system with this person, okay, I believe in the last reading it was Aquarius, okay, sorry, just give me a minute here. If you guys are dealing with the justice system at all, it does look like things are going to go in your favor, okay? And it does look like the karmic wheels of justice, karmic scales of justice, sorry, will be balancing out for you, Cancer. Now, for those of you that aren't dealing with court, all this indicates is that, again, okay, things are going to be going fair for you now. So whatever you put out, you get back, okay? Those are the rules of karma, and this is exactly what the Justice card is, okay? I feel like a lot of you are trying to balance out your emotions at this time, okay? Especially coming out of February and going into March, especially the first 2 weeks, okay? I feel like things are starting to balance out for you guys. You could definitely be trying to balance out something with this Emperor here. So this could be a father figure, a partner, a boss, okay? Things are going to be balancing out in this regard. Could even be a baby dad, all right? Or an ex, something like this. For others of you male Cancers, the Emperor looks like it's coming up as you, okay? So again, there's a lot of you Cancers, regardless of your gender, who are really trying to balance things out and really focus on your stability right now. I think you guys are taking back control, okay? And I feel the reason you are doing this is because, again, you've just had one too many challenges going on, and you have all these great new beginnings coming in for you guys to celebrate, okay? Even this Two of Cups here. All right? Now, moving on, we still have some more really good cards for you, Cancer. Now, I feel like this is going to go back to the Five of Wands energy, okay? We have the Seven of Cups here. We have the Seven of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so let's take a look at these here. So where you guys had that challenging Five of Wands energy, this kind of internal conflict, okay? It looks like this is because you guys maybe didn't understand how to proceed forward with all the options that have been in front of you, okay? I feel that for some of you, even though you've had goals and you've had ideas specifically about where you've wanted to do things, I think that there was a lot of things that were up in the air regarding this, okay? You didn't know how to proceed forward, especially in the last few months. So we start off with the Two of Wands here in conjunction, with the Seven of Cups. So this again is some kind of indication that you guys had to pick some kind of direction. Am I going to go this way? Am I going to go that way? Am I going to do this job or that job? Okay. How do I spend time with my family, and how much time should I dedicate to work? This kind of thing was going on. Now with the Two of Pentacles, again, this is just more clarification of the juggling act you guys have had to do. I feel like with the Page of Wands coming up here, it could have to do with a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sag. It could also have had to do with a child of yours, okay? But I feel like for most of you, this page is coming up as an energy, okay? And normally I read, the court cards as a specific person. But in this case, I feel for most of you, the Page of Wands was some kind of starting point, okay? So again, a new job or a new relationship. And I feel like you guys were confused on how to proceed forward with this, okay? Now with the Ten of Wands coming in, even though this is a kind of burdensome card, okay, indicating that you've had to carry some kind of burden, some responsibility on your shoulders, the great news is that it's coming at the end of these particular cards, okay? So it seems like your burdens are coming to a close, all right? So with the Ten of Wands actually here, I do believe that the burdens you were carrying did probably have to do with your close relationships, okay? Friends, family, or your partnership, okay? Or something very close to the home, all right? Because, of course, the Ten of Wands is the burden of love card, okay? Everything that you're trying to do is to better your home. It's to better your family, okay? So anyway, like I was saying, the great news with that is you've now come to the end of some kind of cycle. So that's great news, Cancer. Now, the next set of cards I pulled actually do kind of match up this spread a little bit. I feel like I'm not talking proper English right now. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So let's move on to the next set of cards that I pulled here. So I was just talking about the Ten of Wands, being the end of some kind of situation, okay? We have that clarified here with the Death card. Okay, so the Death card, some of you could be dealing with Scorpio, okay, in some regard. In other regards, if it's not a Scorpio, okay, then again, this is indicating the end of some kind of cycle. I know for a fact that a lot of you that are probably watching do watch other readers, so I don't necessarily want to bore you with all the details that I already feel like you guys intuitively know about this card, okay? We know it's the end of a cycle. We know it's just a transition into a new beginning. So that's great news, okay? We have, and this is great with, spring coming up, all right? The equinox coming up. It's time to, plant the seeds that we want to plant now and start walking away and pushing away things that no longer serve us, okay? So that's a great indication for spring. Maybe I should do a write-up about that. Anyway, so coming up with this Death card, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I think this is some good news coming in for you, Cancer, okay? Because of the first set of cards that I pulled, Sorry, I have the hiccups and I'm trying not to hiccup. Because of the first set of cards that I pulled, and we ended up with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So this is you guys coming out of some kind of feeling of financial loss, all right? I believe this Ace of Pentacles, again, is some other kind of indication that a transition is ending and a new one is beginning. For a lot of you Cancers, this is a new job, okay? For most of you, this is some kind of money or opportunity that has to do with the material world. So this could be your lease came through from this place that you wanted, okay? So some of you could be moving. Others of you, again, it's a job. Some of you are just getting some kind of money somehow coming in, okay? For some of you, yes, this could be a new relationship. But I think that was maybe indicated in the other cards, okay? And again, this isn't a love reading, so I'm going to try to keep it general. So I feel like for most of you, this is some kind of new opportunity outside of love, okay? Now, we have the Chariot card here. Great, Cancer. This is your card, okay? This is, I was just listening to a reader, and I don't think she had such a positive look at the Chariot. I forget which reader it was, but, the Chariot card does indicate that you have been through some kind of battle, okay? So it does represent that there was some troubling times. But in conjunction with these cards here and this ending and this new beginning that's coming in, you showing up as your own card is really good, Cancer, okay? I feel that even if there was any difficulties, you guys are triumphing through it, okay? And you're going to be successful. It is a success card. Again, there's an indication here of some kind of travel, moving, okay? Even potentially a new vehicle for some of you, okay? If some of you are looking for a vehicle, it does look like that's coming in, all right? For those of you that were having trouble choosing a direction, okay, let what no longer needs to be in your life phase itself out, okay? Because when we have the Death card here, and we have the Chariot card here, and we have the Hermit card here, these are all major arcana cards, and you had more. That means that God has stepped into the picture now, okay? Or Spirit, whatever it is you guys want to put a label on, okay? I'm going to say God. God has now stepped into the picture to say, listen, there was something that you couldn't get rid of, okay? You couldn't transition it out of your life yourself. Now I'm going to bring in this major arcana, this Death card, and I'm going to do it for you. And then after this gets phased out, I'm going to give you this new opportunity. So that's just goes to show, how good things are going to go for you this month, Cancer, okay? The universe is looking over you. Okay? So let things transition themselves out. This is the opportune time with winter ending and spring beginning, okay? And it looks like you guys are going to be successful in choosing a path or a direction. Now we have the Hermit card coming in here. This is another one of the cards that I associate with not only Cancer. I think it's Virgo's card. It actually belongs to Virgo. I associate the card with Virgo, Cancer, and I just read somewhere, I think, don't quote me on this one though, could be Scorpio too, but I mostly associate it with just Cancer and Virgo, okay? I feel like some of you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Virgo. But I think for the majority of you, the Hermit card is representing yourself, okay? Taking that step back. So obviously with the coughing there, I don't have a cold, so I feel like a lot of you Cancers have been waiting to say something, okay? And you've been maybe held back from saying what you need to say, a lot of you, okay? So there's that. But anyway, for the majority of you, you're using the Hermit energy here to take a step back and reflect on, it could be the past, but I think what it is for the majority of you is reflecting on the options that you have in front of you and how you're going to pursue them and how you're going to get rid of this and, you know, bring this thing in over here. I don't know if my hand movements are too much for you guys, but anyway. So I think after you guys take some time for reflection and start phasing things out, this is when the blessings are going to roll in. Now, for others of you, that could be the opposite. Maybe all these things happen, and then come the end of the month, you're just like, okay, I need a break. I need to have some time to think. Okay? For others of you, this is at the beginning of the month. So we'll see how that plays out. So Cancer, I think that's it for your general reading. I will be back with your love readings, so look out for that. Okay? Bye, Cancer.